Hi, I'm Joe Costa, and welcome to Storytime in Puffville. Today I'm going to read to you the first book in my Puffs children's book series titled Welcome to Puffville. So gather up the family and enjoy. Welcome to Puffville. Stay away. Humans keep out. No people allowed. That's what the signs at the entrance of Puffville say. Puffs were always told that humans were mean and scary. Puffs also thought that humans would put them in a circus, and Puffs did not want that. Puffs are very happy living in Puffville without humans. Puffville's King Puffington has his castle. There is a school. They have a candy store and an ice cream parlor. Puffville even has a playground. On an ordinary day in Puffville, Layla Puff was taking Oliver, her puppy Puff, for a walk, when suddenly the leash broke. Layla screamed, "No, Oliver, come back! If you leave Puffville, you'll get lost in the forest." But little Oliver kept on running, and sure enough, he ran right out of Puffville and into the forest. While all this was going on, two humans, Zach and Kaylee, were playing in the dog park with their puppy Libby. Suddenly, Libby's leash broke, and she ran right into the same forest. Zach and Kaylee followed her. "No, Libby, come back! If you leave the park, you'll get lost in the forest," they screamed. Zach and Kaylee ventured into the forest to search for Libby. Layla Puff was still frantically searching for Oliver. Just when Layla thought she found Oliver, she looked up and saw two giants right in front of her. She was terribly frightened. Are these humans, she thought? At the same time, Zach and Kaylee looked down in amazement at the adorable little creature. "Hi, I'm Zach, and this is my sister Kaylee. You are so cute. What are you?" Layla replied, "I'm a Puff, and I live in Puffville." "We've heard of Puffs," said Kaylee, "but we didn't think they were real." "Are you going to put me in the circus?" Layla Puff nervously asked. "The circus?" Zach said, "No, we're in the forest looking for our puppy Libby." Layla replied, "My puppy Puff Oliver also ran into the forest." Kaylee said, "Maybe we can find our puppies with each other's help." After calling and searching for Puppy Puff Oliver and Libby, Layla Puff said, "I will see better if I fly." "You can fly?" asked Zach. "Of course, we Puffs fly using the wind. I'll show you." Layla tucked in her arms and legs, and when the wind flew by, she was lifted off the ground into the air. "Wow, Kaylee, Layla's flying," Zach said. Layla watched and listened closely as she flew around the forest. Was that barking she heard? "I'm coming down." The wind blew Layla gently back to the ground. She tumbled on the ground for a second and then popped up as her arms and legs popped out. Pop! Zach and Kaylee could barely keep up with Layla Puff. When they saw her, she said, "Follow me. A barking sound is coming from behind those trees." Zach, Kaylee, and Layla walked to the trees and to their delight saw Libby and Oliver playing together in the forest. They were chasing each other and barking and doing all the things that puppies love to do. "I guess we weren't the only ones to make a new friend today," said Zach and Kaylee to Layla Puff. She blushed and replied, "It's getting late. We should all probably start heading home." Getting ready to leave, Zach said, "It was amazing to meet you, and maybe one day you can show us Puffville." I can show you how to get there right now, but puffs are afraid of humans, so you can't come in. You have to keep it a secret. Wow, we promise, answered Zach and Kaylee. Layla quietly led Zach, Kaylee, and their puppies through the forest towards Puffville. Oliver the puppy puff rode on Libby's nose the whole way. Through the trees, Zach and Kaylee saw a clearing. It was Puffville. Zach, look, a Ferris wheel. Kaylee, look, I see a castle and a candy shop. Zach and Kaylee were excited to see Puffville, but were sad that Puffs thought humans were bad. Layla Puff said, now that you know how to get here, come back tomorrow. I'll have a surprise for you. The next day, bright and early, Kaylee and Zach headed into the forest to see Layla Puff and her surprise. When they arrived at Puffville, they couldn't believe their eyes. There were hundreds of Puffs, all dressed up in different hats and outfits to welcome them. Layla Puff had told all the other Puffs how two humans helped her find Oliver the puppy puff. Layla Puff had a huge grin on her face and was holding Oliver, her puppy puff. He was wearing a brand new leash and collar. All the Puffs in Puffville were so happy because they learned that humans weren't mean or scary. They were very kind and helpful. Puffs and humans can be friends. Zach, Kaylee, come look at your surprise, Layla Puff said. She pulled away a red velvet curtain and unveiled a new sign at the entrance of Puffville. What did it say, you ask? Welcome to Puffville, of course. The end. Thank you for letting me join you, and I hope watching this made you smile. All of my books and t-shirts are available on my website, puffworld.com, and you can follow Puffworld on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you again, have a great day, and I'll see you in Puffville.